There's some experiences where, when you meet with a victim's family on a murder for the first time, they come into your office and you have to explain to them, like, what is first degree murder? What's the likely outcome? What are some problems? I had a case with a stabbing as a murder. Ex-boyfriend kills the new boyfriend, and he's going to claim self-defense. And the family's in there all around my office. I remember explaining to them first degree and second degree and self-defense. And then they start getting this little hint that the person that killed their son could be found not guilty, could be given a sentence of 2 years for second degree murder, right? A number of things could happen. You have to lead them through what the possibilities are. When they ask questions back, a lot of times the only way that you can answer those is by having been in those situations. What do you think about this case? Well, this is what I think about it. How can you tell somebody that? The reason why, you can tell somebody that is because you've been there, because you've experienced it, because you know the judges, the courtrooms, you know what the most likely outcome is. And to see those families' faces in your office who just lost somebody, and to have them walk them through all those different possibilities is something unique, and even in our business. In trying the case and having them in the courtroom the entire time, passing them in the hallway to and from the courtroom, speaking to them at the breaks, having them come up and talk about concerns and being able to address those concerns. Again, how do you do that, right? You do that because you've been there before. And lastly, there's moments that you just don't have in a lot of other professions, right? I remember specifically in one particular case that there was a likelihood of a not guilty verdict based on the evidence, and that second degree murder is something that we should consider. What do you think about it? And I remember having a family member specifically say, let us think about it, we're going to pray.
Yeah.
They come back the next day and they say, you know what, that was our son. If you lose, you lose. That particular, sorry, I get upset about that a little bit. Yeah. So, that particular case, when we got a guilty verdict back, never had a grown man hug me like he did. That's from experience.
And if you think about it, those sorts of instances, these are people's lives that are at stake. They've lost a loved one, and they need to trust that the person who's in charge of bringing about that justice knows how to do it. And for you tried...
I gotta stop for a second. I can't do that on the air, man.
Yeah, you can. It makes you